Do you have questions on your financial strategies for your business or your family? It is tough sometimes to process all the information and the noise out there when it comes to taxes, retirement plans, college planning for your children, investing in uncertain times, and protecting you and your loved ones with the right insurance. Diamond State Financial Group specializes in working with individuals and helping them simplify their comprehensive financial picture. They go beyond the basics and help clients like myself look at their current financial position, their dreams, their goals, and the lives that they would like to live, and help them plan to achieve all that they would like to achieve in life. They also consult with business owners like myself to help them think through many of the same strategies, as well as provide comprehensive business consulting engagements to help them maximize the value of the hard work they put in to build their business. One of the primary sources of stress in our lives is questions about money. Consider a conversation with an advisor to see if it makes sense to let them help you through it. Call Greg Carroll to set up a complimentary, no obligation conversation at 302 366 0366, or you could even text questions to 302 956 9878. Securities offered through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA-SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cetera Investment Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cetera is under separate ownership from any other named entity. Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now, with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Okay. Happy New Year, my Level Up friends. I'm going to be saying Happy New Year for a bit because when we enter a new year, I don't know. First of all, I just came off of an incredible leadership retreat with my company. We just came back from Maui. I have been building my business. It'll be 19 years in May. Every single time I go to Maui, I'm like, this was the best one. Just like when I come back off of our yearly conference, I'm like, this is the best one. And so I think a lot of times we feel that way because we grow as a human. We grow as a leader. Our vision is expanded. And I just came back so ready to blow the roof off of what's my possible. And I realized as much as I am successful, as much as I am, in the top 1% and I'm very abundant, I really realized, wow, what are the words that I'm always speaking, right? So we're going to spend a few weeks talking about some of the core fundamentals to success, right? So many times I'm doing podcasts on building the skills and commitment and leadership and discipline. And all of these things are very important. They're very, very, very important. A decision, they're essential to succeed. And they are essential and necessary to level up. But I want to talk about something so simple today, but it's so powerful because we very often forget the power of our words. Our words have power. Our words create our life, literally. 2025 to me is the year of expansion. Expansion is my 2025 word. And in order to expand, we must speak of expansion. So maybe your word is love. Maybe your word is growth. Maybe your word is prosperity. Does every word that come out of your mouth mirror that, reflect that, support that? Every word that comes out of your mouth is creating your year. So it's about speaking life over your business. It's about speaking abundance over your business. It's about speaking growth over your business. So how do you do this, right? How do you do this? And first, let's start with what we are no longer going to do. All right. I don't like to train so much on don't do this, don't say that. Like, I don't want to talk with you. I'm always beside you. And I never want you to get the impression that I'm speaking from some sort of a soapbox. I really realize that as positive as I am, there are words that I was speaking that had power, but not the power that I wanted, not positive power, right? So let's address the elephant in the room. And we're going to leave that elephant right here. We talk about the fact that we attract what we focus on. Okay. We know that we attract what we are being. Our words create our belief. Our beliefs dictate our actions, and our actions create our year. And the words that we fill our heart with matter. So I'm going to speak about some of the things that I hear people say all the time. And some of these to the average ear don't seem negative. To some people think it's positive. Some people think they're looking for coaching, but all of these things are negative. All of the words all of our words have power, right? And they also, because they have power, they hold us back from abundance and from success. So here are some of the things that maybe you have said, and let's just talk about it. This is the elephant in the room because we're going to stop this in order to actually speak with abundance and courage and power and love. So I hear people say, no one wants to join me. Now you might be thinking, oh my gosh, I'm talking to my upline or I'm talking to a coach and I'm looking to be better. The words no one wants to join me is an affirmation. So if you're using those words and you might say, well, what do I do if I really want to change this? It's like, I'm looking to grow. If you're talking to your upline or a coach, I'm very excited about all the new people that are going to join my business. What do you see that will help me grow in this area? Right? So you're speaking from abundance, but no one wants to join me. And I'm going to be very honest, really honest. Every People need what you have, whether it's products, whether it's an opportunity, whether it's leadership, whether it's community. But nobody does want to join somebody with not a lot of energy, no conviction. I'm in the network marketing profession. And one of the greatest things about network marketing is that anybody can do it. One of the worst things about network marketing is anyone can do it. I looked at somebody that joined my business the other day, not direct to me, under somebody else. I just went to look at them on Facebook. And just the posts alone were so passive aggressive. They were so negative. And I'm thinking, I would rather shave my eyebrows than join this person. So I'm not just going to reach out to this person and say, your posts are extremely negative, but that is someone today that I see that nobody would influence would want to join. Nobody with big goals, big leadership, prosperity mindset, millionaire mindset would want to join someone that's just blurting nonsense out on Facebook. Like, what are you using social media for? Are you spreading love? Are you spreading leadership? Are you spreading abundance? Do you want to enrich people's days? Or some people are just adding to, sometimes people post something and I'm like, who are you yelling at? Who are you mad at? Who are you talking to? So when we think nobody wants to join us, that might be a fact today. But I want you to change that. I want you to speak about everybody wants to join me. I am attracting the most amazing people into my business. I'm enrolling people with abundance and vision and ownership and influence. I feel so grateful for the people that are joining my business. No one wants to join me. That will continue to be your reality. Your words have power. And so the average person talks about what they see. Okay. That's not a visionary. If you want to truly succeed in your profession, visionaries see what they want. They're constant creators. They talk about what they want. They focus on what they want. They feel gratitude for what they want. They're not focusing on the small. When I started my business, 4 people said, yes, I will join you. But 96 people in 1 week said no to me. Out now, I'll say that. But when I was in it, I never said, I just spoke to 10 people. They all said no to me. My words had power. I declared victory over my life. I declared victory over my business, and my words declared victory. Okay. So let's move on to the next one that I hear people say. People think my products are expensive. No, that comes from you thinking your products are expensive. Are you using your products? So I know when I started my business, there were no minimums of how I needed to get started, right? But I chose to make a decision. I walked around my home with a big plastic bin. And if my company carried that, like a product, like let's say shampoo, okay, or anything that your company, I got rid of every single thing that was not aligned with my company. Why? Because I wanted to be a product of the product. I knew that good products cost money. Now, I don't think my products are expensive for what's in them. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at the value. Look at what's in it, especially when they're sold through this business model of network marketing. We're getting rid of all the middlemen. So the money can be put back into technology and ingredients and science and all of these amazing ingredients. So are there people out there that may think my products are expensive? Maybe, but I don't speak about it. I don't think about it. The way I share my products, I believe I have such a value that everybody needs them. You need to be using these products because there's such a greater value on their benefits. So I believe that somebody, no matter what you sell, if you think it's expensive, you're not using it. You're not using it. You're not buying them. You're not using them, because if you did and you saw the value in them, you would feel like you needed to speak about this to everyone. So the way to address this, people think my products are expensive, start speaking life over. My products have value. My products are pristine. My products are prestigious. My products are worth so much. The benefits of my products are amazing. Everybody wants to buy my products. Now, by me saying that, that's not a fact, but it becomes my truth. My words have power. No one in my company or my industry or my network has ever heard me say my products are expensive. Now, I know there will be people that will never buy my products. My focus is not there. My focus is not there. I believe that most of the world wants what I have to sell, and I want to share it with them with love and abundance and value and vision. And I want to be a walking testimony to my products. So when we say out loud, people think my products are expensive, that means you're going to attract either no team or a team of people that all think their products are expensive. They are probably not using all of the products. Our words have power. If those words are coming out of your mouth, I want you to challenge yourself. Where's your breakdown of belief? Where is it? Do you believe in your products? Do you believe in your company? Do you believe in the results they have the power to create? Build that belief so you can start speaking that belief. Okay. Here's another thing that I hear people say all the time. People don't have time. I'm talking to people and they don't have time. Yeah, they do. Are you painting a vision so big that it's worthwhile to them? Everybody that's taking a look at a business is saying, can I do this? Would I do this? How would I do this? Right? And if you're just mentioning it to people, or if you're talking small to people, or if you have the belief that busy people can't build your business, then those words are becoming solid. They're your belief. I believe that busy people are the best at what I do. Do you know why? Because busy people have the ability to get things done. Busy people have the ability to have a list of 9,000 things. They're going to get it done. The people who have totally wide open days and nothing to do, this is not the rule of thumb, but in my mind, I don't know, Do they have drive? Do they have ambition? Do they have goals? What are they doing all day if they have so much time? When I started my business, my children were 6 years old, 4 years old. My twins were 1.5. I walked away from a corporate job that I was earning six figures. I needed to make at least $50 to $60,000 to bridge that. Like that wasn't what I was making, but it was enough for my family to survive. So I was watching 7 kids full time in my house under the age of 5. I didn't have any time. I did not have any time. But time management is the same as priority management. So I never spoke about not having time because this was a priority to me. My success was a priority to me. Creating a different life for my family was a priority to me. So people may say to me, I don't have time, and I'm going to, you know, say things to them like, well, maybe if you had all the time in the world, what would you do with it? Or one of the things I say to people is, you might have no time. This might be one more thing in your already busy life. This may be one more thing to make you out of balance. But let me ask you a hypothetical question. Are you willing to be out of balance for a period of time to have balance for the rest of your life? People have time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Are you willing to make time in your life for something that's big and powerful and has the potential to change the course of your life? Are those the words that you're speaking to somebody about your business? Or you're like, oh, I'm sorry, you don't have time. Okay, let me find people that are less busy. People that are less busy are usually less ambitious. People that are less busy usually, not rule of thumb, have lazy tendencies. Okay. So this is something that you don't want to speak out loud. If you keep saying people have no time, you're going to continue to get that response. Oh, I don't have any time. I can't do this. I don't have any time. I can't do this, because your words have power and your words are creating your life. Okay. So here's one that people think is positive. They think, I hear this all the time, I'm never going to quit. Why would you even say that? All your brain hears is I'm quit. I quit. Your brain hears I quit. I am never going to quit is not positive. It's negative. It's heavy. And what it's basically saying is, I'm going to survive, even if I'm crawling on the side of the road, even if I'm barely getting by, even if nobody, I'm still going to be here. Do you want to be here, or do you want to thrive here? Do you want to just be, or do you want to have and be the difference? So that line, if you've ever said it, please lose it. If you want different results in 2025, you have to be different. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to have the same year that you did in 2024, the same year you had in 2023, and so on. The only thing that's constant is change. Okay. So I'm never going to quit is gone. Your brain is hearing I'm quitting. The energy you're giving off is survival mode, low basement mentality. You will never hear a top income earner in any profession, a leader, somebody who's committed to winning, say, I'm never going to quit, ever. Okay. So here's one, like, I know what I need to do. Again, the energy behind that, do it. Speak of what you're doing. Live in the present. Talking about the past is, those words have power. You know, when we did this, or when so and so did this, or when this person left my business. Only look back to see how far you've come. Talking about the past recreates the past. Okay. I hear people say this, I just need to commit. Like, then commit, or stop wasting my time. I love it when I just need to commit. Until you're committed, nothing changes. My coaching is useless. Your leader's coaching is useless until you've decided to be all in. Nothing is going to change. So when we're saying, I just need to commit, then commit. Speak words of commitment. Speak words of being all in. Get yourself excited. Know that there's absolutely no back door that you're in. You're not seeing how this goes. I love when people say to me, I'm going to give it my all for a year. No, you're not. If a year is your time frame, you will never create what you want in a year. You have to be committed. for as long as it takes with love and abundance. When we say things like, I'm reaching out and I'm not seeing the results, like, why do people feel the need to call somebody up? Like, I made 5 reach outs and I'm not seeing the results. And then like they have accountability partners. So you're going to call your accountability partner and say, I'm reaching out and I'm not seeing the results. That's not a winning mindset. That's not a leader mindset. That's not abundance. Your words have power. What you're saying is, I'm working and I'm not getting the results. What you're saying is, I'm not good enough. What you're saying is, nobody wants to join me. That's what you're saying when you're saying, I'm reaching out. Then work harder, do more. Maybe it's the people you're reaching out to. Maybe it's the energy in which you're speaking. Maybe it's the lack of vision in which you're casting. Maybe it's the goal that you haven't yet committed to come hell or high water. So many people go through the motions like they're working. What are you working towards? What are you committed to in the month of January? What are you committed to in the first 3 months? What are you committed to by June 1? Because when you have a level of commitment and you speak about that commitment and you speak about that goal and you feel grateful for that goal, you're never going to talk about it. I reach out to people all the time. Like, I only speak about the results that I'm grateful for. I only speak about the results I'm excited about. I speak about who's joining, who's buying, who's growing, who's thriving, who's promoting. I don't talk about all the other stuff. And you're going to see that with a lot of top leaders. You're like, oh, their life must be rosy. No, friends. There's been so much that's happened for me, not to me, for me in the last 19 years, because we think an obstacle is, oh my gosh, it happened to me. No. When you pray for more, when you pray for the next level, when your vision grows, you're going to have stuff that's going to show up. First of all, if you have faith, the devil always wants to take you out. I know in my business, I have the ability to change millions of lives. Of course, the devil wants to take me out. He wants me to have thoughts of scarcity, thoughts of lack, negative thoughts, just feelings of being ungrateful. But speak only with abundance. So no more. If you're reaching out and you're not seeing results, that's part of this business. You might need to make 100 phone calls to have one yes. You might need to have 50 meetings for somebody to say, I believe in you and I'm joining you. Are you willing to do that in the dark? Nobody wants to hear about that. And I don't mean that to be rude, but it's a fact. The more you speak about those things, your energy is heavy. Everybody around you is heavy. Now, it's okay to go to people for coaching, but what's the energy that you're doing it in? Like, you could sit at someone's feet and say, I want to grow. I'm excited about changing my results. I'm excited. What do you see that I can change about the way that I show up? How was my presentation? What can I do more of? What can I do less of? There's such a way of speaking without just blanketly speaking. Okay. I hear people say sometimes, I'm grateful for where I am. What you're saying out loud is, I'm not looking to level up. I'm not looking to grow. I'm not looking to change more lives. I'm not looking to bring more abundance in my life. I'm settling for good. Good is the thief of great. Good, you settle for good, you will rob yourself of your potential. And not only your potential, but the potential that you have the ability to breathe into other people. I hear people say sometimes, I have to build. Of course you have to build. I'm in a building business. I build people. I build a customer base. I build teams. I build a company. Of course you have to build. But I don't say that. I'm building. I'm thriving. I'm growing. I'm expanding. Those words are so different than I have to build. I have to build. You have to build. But those words don't come out of my mouth. And I'm going to challenge you for those words not to come out of your mouth. Same thing with I have to rebuild. Who told you to stop? Who told you there was a destination? It's in my business and my profession, there are two things that are guaranteed to happen: attrition, meaning people will quit, and promotion. People will promote. And so, like in a business like mine, you can't just ride other people's successes. You can have people on your team, but then creating your own successes. You want to be always building, always growing, always selling the products, always enrolling new teammates, always promoting new teammates. We build. I am a people builder. I'm a company builder. I'm a product builder. I'm a belief builder. I'm a hope builder. I do it for a living. I build mindsets. I build all of it. So when we say the term I am rebuilding, what you're saying out loud is I stopped working. Stop putting that out in the universe. Just get to work. When we stop working, that's when we start to feel unworthy. I feel unworthy. Unworthiness comes from lack of action. When we take action, when we're working, when we're doing our best, when we're speaking of love and abundance, we feel absolutely amazing. Okay. There's this word that I don't like. It could be used different in every company, but I know in my company, at every management level, you have to do a certain amount of sales between you and your team to maintain that level. And sometimes people will say, I'm not maintaining, or I only have X amount of months before this happens. Those words have power. Once you start to think like that, correct me if I'm wrong, you're already doing the math of how many more months you can survive where you are. How about speaking words of thriving, growing, I'm excelling, I'm growing, I'm earning my bonuses, I'm attracting new, my calendar is full, I am powerful, I am a leader, I am somebody wants to follow. I am not maintaining, or I need to maintain, or I need this. Those words have power, and you're going to watch your business go down and down and down. Why? Because that's what you're declaring over your business. That's what you're declaring over your life. I hear people say, I need to make more money. I mean, like when I started this business, I needed to make more money. Amen. But I didn't say that out loud. That's a lack mentality, and you're attracting lack. You're going to constantly put yourself in a state of needing. I need to make more money. You're always behind the eight ball. It's like, this is my vehicle. This is my way. This is my business. I am. And I had a number on a piece of paper that I looked at every day because I was so excited about earning it. And when I had a bad day, or when I didn't feel like working, or when I felt lazy, or when I felt like I had, I don't know, an obstacle, I'd look at that and be like, Deb, what are you willing to do to create this in your life and create this in your business? And I would see that number as if it was already in my bank account. And I felt so grateful. I felt so excited. I was so full of hope. Okay. Even when we say things like, we're going to grow, I am growing. Our words have power. Let's talk about making excuses for a minute. The words that come out of your mouth have power. So you might have things going on with your significant other. You might have things going on with your children. You might have real life. Stop speaking about your excuses. You can make money or you can make excuses. You can't make both. I love when people give me a long laundry list of why they didn't do anything this month. What do you look? Fine. You own a business. You made a decision. Now, I'm not here to judge your decision. You as a leader need to be okay with your choices. Okay. So let's say you had something going on in your marriage and you're like, I really can't do anything for a couple of weeks. Are you okay with that choice? Are you okay with the consequences? Because your team doesn't care. And I don't mean to sound selfish, but they don't care. Leaders lead, and that can sound so heartless. But if you had a regular 9 to 5 job, do you think you can call up your boss and say, I have some things going on in my marriage. I'm not showing up for the next 3 weeks? They'd be like, cool. It's called no pay. Enjoy it. Like, we're living in this la-la world when we're doing a business like this. Now, the beauty of this business is that if you build a big enough business and you create and build enough leaders, you have a little bit more time flexibility. I have time flexibility in my life, but I still don't talk about. I've had real life happen during my business. First of all, what's the alternative to real life happening? We're dead. Life is always going to happen. But I really want to challenge you. If you're calling up somebody and say, I had this and this is hard, and I want you to understand that all might be true. Stop speaking of excuses. Say, I made a choice. This is my choice. I'm at peace with it, and still continue to speak life and love over your business. Does that make sense? Right? So another thing that people say all the time is, this is hard. No, it is not hard. You need to decide if that's you, what your heart is. To me, what do people think is hard? Do you have to consistently work? Yep. Yeah, it's called a business. You have to grow as a human. Yeah, it's called influence. You have to be committed. You have to show up. You're going to get rejection. You're going to have people quitting. You're going to have people that say they're going to the top and you're like, McFly, where are you? They're nowhere to be found. If those are the things that's hard to you, see, to me, it's just part of the business. You need to decide you're hard, because to me, hard is having a regular job, that I've got to leave my home and my family for. To me, hard is working for somebody else to make them a fortune for them to tell me what I'm worth. Hard to me is if I do have life happen in my family. My dog just sighed so loud. Tito gets bored when I'm recording. Hard to me is if somebody in my life really needed me to be with them, I needed to ask permission. Those are hard. Those are hard to me. And that's why I'm willing to overcome the hard in my profession so I can have a life of abundance. So this is not hard. It's not easy, but it's not hard. You need to choose your hard. It might be hard work. Good things require hard work. It requires discipline. It requires perseverance. It requires resilience. It requires so much. Be better. Become the leader people would want to follow. Another thing that people say, I didn't quit. I'm still here. Dude, if you're not working, you quit. We don't quit when we make a personal announcement. We quit when we stop being excellent. We quit when we start to make excuses of why we didn't show up. We quit when we're no longer working our personal business and we're riding our team. We quit when we talk negative about the people in our business and our company. We quit when we're looking around instead of being the difference. People will have an event or a Zoom, maybe for their business, and talk about who didn't come. I was supposed to have 7 people. I only have 1. Or that your words have power. Be so grateful for the ones that are there. Okay. So I never talk about rejection. I never talk about who quit. And you guys, I don't mean to sound like I'm perfect. I have so much work to do. Okay. But I always want to teach you from what I've learned. I never talk about who isn't working. I have a very big organization. There will always be people who are not working, but I don't talk about that. They're entitled to do that. My words have power. So most people think like I don't have these things that show up in my business. But I'm going to tell you this, the top earners, whatever you're going through, we have or have had more. The difference is we don't talk about it because we know that our words have power. When you talk to your friends in this business, right, about what's not working or who's not working, or you think, oh my gosh, I have this amazing friend in my business and we're in the same place and we could talk about these things, shame on you. It steals their vision. Nobody gave you that right. Become self-disciplined, journal, read a book, pray, do whatever you need to do to get yourself into amazing energy. I love when people think, and when I say I love, I don't really love it, okay, that they have like an upline or somebody above them or somebody that brought them into the business or their vice president that they could dump all over anytime they want with their whining and their negativity. Every single person that starts a business in this profession is 18 years or older. Now, I've been building this business for 19 years. And again, I'm not a martyr and I'm far from perfect. I have never once called anybody above me to complain about this business. Certainly not anybody in my organization, right? And why do we think sometimes that maybe because they brought us into the business or because they're above us, that they owe us listening to our nonsense? We're here to coach. We're here to empower. And by the way, your words are what you're declaring over your future and over your business. So when you're calling somebody above you to complain, you're putting those words out there. So I'm calling on your greatness because your words have power. So from this point on, only speak about what you want. Only let abundance come out of your mouth. And let me tell you something, friends, this takes focus. This takes discipline. This takes leadership. Average talk about what is, right? They talk about what's going on, what's currently happening in their business, what and who isn't working. How is that working out for you? If you want a different year, if you want different results, it requires a different level of you. What you speak about, you attract. Your words have power. This is what we're going to replace it with. Talk about what you want as if you already have it. Talk about your vision as if it's a reality. Cast your vision as if it's absolute. No one wants to follow anyone that's lukewarm. Fall in love with what's possible. Speak as if you did. Believe that you can. Talk about the earnings that you're making. Feel abundance. Speak with conviction. Speak with love. Speak about possibilities. Speak with courage. Speak with vision. People are attracted to your energy. Your words have power, and your words create your energy. The energy you give off either attracts people into your life or it repels people. I am only speaking about what I want. I am. What follows those two words, I am, is the most powerful sentence. I am are the two most powerful words. So average say people like this, I am tired. I am frustrated. I am broke. I am scared. I am unworthy. I am distracted. I'm calling on you to be empowered and replace those things with I am successful. Even if you're not yet, do you believe you are? I am wealthy. I am expanding. I am excited. I am faithful. I am courageous. I am growing. I am inspiring. The words you speak, like they either lift your team up or they bring your team down. No one wants to be coached by a lukewarm leader. If you aren't speaking life into yourself, you don't have the ability to coach other people to win. And then what happens is we end up going through the motions. We manage, we listen, we strategize. And what we're doing is we're creating a team of underachievers and victims. We end up being a social worker. I'm not a social worker. I'm a leader. When our words are powerful, we believe big, we coach big, we visualize big, we dream big, we goal set big, we take big action. That is what you are duplicating in your business and in your organization. Leave any limited thinking in 2024. Leave your limiting words behind. Only look back to see how far you have come. Nothing changes until we change. There are tons of people in this world, tons of people that want what you have. You are a vessel that is delivering it. It's more than the company. It's more than the opportunity. It's more than the products. It's why you. Why should people buy from you? Why should people join you? Why should people follow you? And I want you to ask yourself these questions. How do I speak about my business? How do I speak about my company? How do I speak about my team? How do I speak about myself? How do I speak about my vision? How do I speak about my body? How do I speak about my health? How do I speak about my income potential? How do I speak about my 2025 goals? Are people inspired by them? Now ask yourself this. What are the feelings behind those words? I declared my goals day one when I started my business. I said them out loud. And at first I felt like an imposter. Like I was declaring the top level. I am with the top level in my company. And I was like, ooh, that doesn't feel right. I haven't sold anything yet. I don't have a team member yet. I felt like an imposter, but I didn't pull back. I leaned in. I kept speaking them. I kept speaking them. I kept speaking them. I knew that my words had power. And what happened is because I kept speaking them, eventually I believed them. My words had power. And then my words became my beliefs. And then my actions became powerful because my words had power. I created it. We did it. If I didn't believe my words, we wouldn't have done it. We're never going to take the bold action if we think we have the ability to fail. Our words become our belief. Our beliefs dictate our actions. I took bold actions. My words declared victory. My words declared I was leading my team to the top. I spoke out loud with feeling. And what happened then is my actions got braver. My vision got bigger. I coached to win. I was building a winning team because I spoke victory over myself. When we speak of defeat, we create it. Your words will create your year. Mind your mind. Watch your words. Affirm your life. So next week, we're going to be talking about habits. It seems so simple, but we're going to get back to starting our day off right. If you're one of those people that are rolling over in bed and immediately reading your phone because you want to see what text messages came through or what's going on Instagram, we're going to end that. Okay. What we feed our mind matters. Love you, friends.